Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new. My name is EDJ, and today I'm going to be looking at, I guess what you can call a certified hood classic. Oh gosh, but point is, yeah, this video is a little old. I remember Bill Warts, please forgive me if I mispronounce his last name. Bill Warts dropped this video 6 years ago, back in the year of 2017. Man, I was like in high school at that point. I think I was in like my sophomore year at that point. And yeah, I remember when this video dropped, it was like the talk of the town. Like everyone was talking about it. And I haven't seen it in quite a long time, but I really felt like I wanted to look over it. And since I'm trying to do this reaction channel, I figured, hey, why not here? So yeah, I remember this just basically him going from the beginning of the universe through the birth of the Big Bang all the way to current day. So I'm really looking forward to like re-educating myself to this. And I will be looking at this one and the history of Japan next. It's a shame he never did more in this style, because I know he only dropped these two, but either way, they're so great. Just can't wait to look at it. I'm gonna try to pause and give as much commentary as I can, like I normally do, but I remember this being really quick, so please forgive me if I miss things or have a hard time keeping up, but I will try my best, I promise you that. I'll put the original video down in the description and his channel, and yeah. Without any further ado, let's get right into it.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago. Actually, never. And also now. Nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere, you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
I've already lost.
Forget this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Quarks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1,000,000,000 degrees. Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton and a neutron.
Protons
And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. It's a star. New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made, and then die and explode into even crazier space dust. So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks, and it kind of made a mess, which is now... Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's life in the ocean. What? Something's alive in the ocean.
Wasn't it plankton or something? That was like the first...
a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Side effect, now there's oxygen.
Man, yeah, I want to quickly pause and just comment. I've always sucked when it comes to science and math. Those were not those were not my strong suits. And as I got into college, you know, I became an English major and studied theology. So, you know, this part of the video, I want to apologize for not saying much. It's just like, this is really not my strong suit. But I'm actually kind of amazed how much I'm remembering of this. Mainly because, like, yeah, this was during high school. I remember when I was taking chemistry and biology, so I am aware of a little bit of this, so it's actually kind of refreshing my mind a little, which I really love.
Oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the Cambrian explosion. Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay. Not anymore, there's a blanket. Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to have babies. Learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg in the water.
Yeah, this is the explanation of how, you know, life adapted to land from the sea, right?
Works for me. Bye-bye, ocean. And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land?
God.
Sure.
Yo, I want to talk about, like, really old, like, prehistoric and, like, life like that. When everything was huge. I don't know why, but, like, just the idea of huge, like, mosquitoes and bugs, like, legitimately gives me anxiety just thinking about, just, like, at one point, you know, the idea was that, like, that was just common. It's just frightening to me. Hey, quick question about, as I talked about, like, mentioned the prehistoric thing. I heard, last time I looked into, like, dinosaurs and stuff, like, they said, like, they had, like, feathers or something. Or, I don't know, I think there was discoveries made. I'm not sure, like, if anyone knows about that. Feel free to let me know. I'm a bit too lazy right now to just look it up myself. But, yeah, if it's true, that's wild, man. Like, I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Now everything's dead. Just kidding. Here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs.
Oh.
Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
Today is the 23rd of November 2023, and Gaza is still.
Yeah, Pangea at one point. That was the idea that everything was connected. I wonder how the world would be if everything still was. Like, there was a Pangea.
And the dinosaurs are gone. It's mammal time. Here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like, walk like that and grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Knirsch, which can mean different
Yes,
things.
ancient
And now they're
mankind.
everywhere. Almost. What? You can walk over here? Cool. Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it, time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers, and the animals are helping. Guess what happens next? More food, and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the
Society,
food and keep track of the
basically.
sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power. Society.
You know, like, it's amazing just... You know, I often get amazed by just how us as humanity have, like, you know, really advanced things. Like, to think a few hundred years ago, like, just inventions like, you know, I was thinking, like, what's that thing, the photo... Wait, give me a second. Yeah, so, like, I was looking through some, like, YouTube videos of, like, the oldest voices you can hear, like, with the phonograph, the telephone, like, a lot of these inventions, when you think about it in the grand scheme, were like invented just like a few hundred years ago. And, you know, I'm just amazed by just how humanity has like evolved, you know, and what we've accomplished, especially like from like the 19th century onward, just how fast we've moved. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like amazed by what we're capable of, you know.
Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing bronze, made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
Yes.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they
Okay,
figured
yeah.
out
I think some of the oldest civilizations in the world that are still around, I know there's a list of 5 or around that number. I know China is one of them. Egypt is another, like some of the oldest civilizations that still exist, and that's really amazing. I think Egypt was one of the first great, like, empires, right? It was definitely one of the first great civilizations that was, like, at one point probably, like, the best, but, you know, we know all the other empires that came through the history, and he'll cover that, no doubt.
how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China.
Yes, China.
And did I mention
Indus River Valley Civilization.
Oh, wait.
Middle East is
River Valley Civilization.
Okay, Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, Indus River Valley. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, Egypt and China are still going strong, you know.
The Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses.
Greeks.
Ah, look, it must be the Greeks. Or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley civilization. They're gone. Guess who's not gone?
Yeah, okay, the Indus Valley. They just disappeared, right? Was there ever an explanation? Because I could have sworn I heard, like, they just disappeared. And I think, isn't that one of the great mysteries of, like, mankind? Yeah, sorry, I quickly pause. Like, you'll notice a weird cuts throughout this video. That's usually when I pause to go and quickly Google stuff. Yeah. So apparently, some people believe climate change is what got rid of the Indus Valley civilization. That's weird. I don't know, I'm sure there are a lot of speculation and theories going around. But that's just wild, huh? It's like the colony of Roanoke, just like when people just disappear. I don't know, I find that so eerie.
New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about.
Indo-Europeans.
Cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff.
You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse.
Now
Oh,
the
boy.
Phoenicians can get down to business.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel.
And they believe in God.
Yeah.
Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. There's some huge heads.
Yes, like I said, I mainly, for those of you who don't know, I am, you know, a Christian, and, you know, I actually, in addition to going to normal secular college where I'm an English major, I'm at the same time going to Bible college for theology, and I could talk forever about that. So, you know, I really like this video because obviously, like, there are some things I'll keep my personal beliefs mainly to myself and keep I try to separate my religious aspects. I keep that on my main channel, Edwin de Jesus, if you want to hear me talk about theology and my beliefs and whatnot. Here on this channel, I kind of keep quiet about that, especially in this video, because it's looking at it through a very secular, you know, non-spiritual way, and I'm trying to process all of it. But yeah, something really interesting, I think, yeah, having like one god, at least like in the ancient world, was a little weird because a lot of civilizations had multiple gods. So yeah, it was definitely, I guess the idea of one god was a little weird to some civilizations.
Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the
Carthage.
Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median.
It's the Persian Empire.
Wow, that's
Man,
big.
he's going so quick, guys. I'm sorry, I try to talk because like I don't want to just be boring and say absolutely nothing as these videos play. But yeah, he's going through it so quick, but I think that's kind of the idea of this video, is that, you know, it's like if you look at the entire history of the world, like even the longest lasting empires, it's just like they come and go, right? It's like looking at it, if you had this like higher perspective of just like the world, it's like everything is just coming and going. I don't know, it's just wild. Yeah, he just went through like the Assyrian, Babylonian, just Persian, and then the Greeks will be next, and then like the Romans. Is just, yeah. Hey, speaking of Rome, I did a reaction series to Dova Hadi on Biased History of Rome. I just finished that. Feel free to check that out if you enjoyed this video.
Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to...
Chinese history is the wildest history I've ever seen. Like, I was looking at the history of the Taiping Rebellion, where that dude claimed to be the brother of Jesus, and that resulted in a war with more casualties than, like, World War I think. Chinese history is the wildest, and you think, like, if you heard someone explain it, you think they were just joking or making something up, but then you look at it, it's like, oh boy. And it's always constantly breaking from dynasties. I think Chinese history might have my vote as the most entertaining and fun history to look into. It is wild.
have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share...
Yeah, no, that... Alexander's empire completely fractured upon his death. I remember reading that upon his death, it's speculated that when they asked who his successor would be, he said it goes to the strongest or something. I don't know if that's completely accurate, if he actually did say that, but if he did, he's probably so petty and bitter about being deaf he didn't care what happened. Oh man.
The empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye.
Time to conquer all of India, or most of India.
But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings.
We're the Tamil Kings.
Merchants probably.
Oh.
And they've got spices.
Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy.
Confucianism.
Actually, they have 3 main philosophies.
But I actually last spring I took a class, and I had to take like a Chinese class, you know, for one of my requirements to graduate. I'm trying to get my bachelor's right now. I took a Chinese class, and yeah, we mainly learned about Confucianism and Taoism. I had to write like essays on both of them, so I really enjoyed that. We didn't get into legalism, but it's really like by the law. Wonder if he'll explain it. Yeah, have good morals. Go with the flow, yeah. Screw you, obey the law. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Oh man, I love this.
Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city. Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for...
Oh boy, the Roman Empire is wild. After looking through the unbiased history, I have a new, like, obsession with Rome right now. I'm, like, in a new Rome phase in my life.
Breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk?
Yes.
Now you can buy it from China. They just made a...
Brand new road to the world.
Or you
can get their own water.
Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together.
China's home again.
Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels,
Hell yeah, now we got business.
said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering...
Is loving Jesus legal?
Constantine.
No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the
Yes.
capital way over here to be closer to his main rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall.
It's the golden age of India.
There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra. The first. Guess who's in Rome?
Barbarians.
What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or
Yeah.
actually just half of it.
Yeah.
The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name.
The Mayans have figured out the
The Byzantina. I was reading something interesting about the Byzantine Empire. I don't think that's what they called themselves, or that wasn't. It's something we put a label on them later, but feel free to confirm that. I don't remember. I don't think that's what they refer to themselves. I'm not sure if they still call themselves Roman or something, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but I remember reading that when I was just randomly Googling one night.
Oh, and here's a huge city. Population everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China?
back together.
How's those trading kingdoms?
Bigger and there's more of them.
Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers
Yeah,
in Muhammad's ear.
Muhammad.
So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's...
New kingdoms all over Europe.
I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the
Islamic golden age.
Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which
Yeah,
brand
the
would
Holy Roman Empire. Isn't there like a saying it was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire? That's like the famous saying anytime anyone brings up the Holy Roman Empire. Man, the Pope really just endured everything from the fall of Rome to medieval Europe, even to now. That's amazing.
you like? Mine's better, mine's better, mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane,
It's the Seljuk Turks.
said the Byzantine Emperor.
Right.
Time to conquer England, said William.
Yeah, William the Conqueror. Yeah, funny thing is, like last semester, I just finished one of my recent semesters. We did research on Sorry, I heard cop cars. So basically, yeah, we were doing research on the English language. Like the whole class was to talk about the development of English as a language from beginning from like the arrival of the Anglo-Saxons. We even go back to like Indo-European. Like we go through the involvement, and yeah, I remember learning about William the Conqueror, who was a very brutal man. But yeah, the Battle of Hastings, forget how to pronounce. If you're new to this channel, you'll see that I'm always second guessing myself when it comes to the pronunciation of things. You're just gonna get used to it. But yeah, I would say the Battle of Hastings, which is what played a huge part in the evolution of English as a language. It really is like probably one of, if not the most important battle that led to English being the way it is.
It's a bird, it's a plane.
It's the Seljuk Turks.
Said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help.
Is there
So they
anything
call
more sadder than the shrinkage of the Byzantine Empire? Like, it's really depressing to look at.
Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade.
Crusade.
They did many crusades.
Yeah.
Some
I'm pretty sure it was the Third Crusade that screwed over the Byzantines the most, because they just got sacked by the Christian forces, and yeah, that also was one of the huge death blows to the Byzantine Empire.
of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans.
Hello, Toltecs.
Goodbye, Toltecs.
Hello, Mississippi.
Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the
dear.
government. China just invented bombs and typing, and the Mongols just invaded most of the universe.
Yeah.
Nice going.
Didn't the Mongols have the largest land empire? Like, I'm pretty sure I read that up. They have the largest land empire. So, that's super impressive.
And Genghis, I bet that will last a long
No.
time. Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga
The
time.
Tonga Empire.
I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there, right in the middle of it. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that
Was it Mansa Musa? Or the King of Mali? Wait.
middle of it. The king of Mali
Yeah, Mansa Musa. He was so... Wasn't he the richest man to ever live? Or like definitely one of the richest? Like, he just went around giving gold to everyone. And then in some places it just became meaningless because there was so much gold. Talk about one of the greatest flexes in human history, right?
is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majapahit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit.
This is me trying to pronounce anything in any of these history reactions that I do.
Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics.
Renaissance,
It's kind of like a
yes.
rebirth. Here's a printer. Let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless.
Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
Wait, said Christopher
Oh, no.
Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start.
Yes.
I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their
Oh,
continent.
no.
The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey, Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell.
Yes.
That's bullshit. This whole thing
Yeah,
is
the indulgences, which are... I guess I won't get too much into the whole thing, but indulgences are such a silly... It's just a silly thing. Buy your way into heaven. Like, such a... Yeah, I'm with Martin Luther like that. That was just... Ugh.
bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons
Yeah.
why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway.
Sugar
Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable, you might forget to not do slavery.
no.
The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world, more specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria.
Man, so much conflict between Britain and France. Like, one of the greatest rivalries of the history of the world.
Who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off.
Man, France really got screwed over, huh? With helping America, because we did not help them back. Louis probably shouldn't have. Well, no, I'm grateful he did, but like, yeah, it did not help him and the French economy, and basically led to the first French Revolution, which was a complete bloodbath and the epitome of a failed revolution.
Said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You could make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island.
But he came back.
Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make
Many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make
The
a lot
Industrial
of products
Revolution.
real fast.
Then they invent some trains, and conquer India, and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to
Oh,
opium,
no.
which worked, actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the
Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now.
That's just where he lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
Telegrams.
Technology is about to go crazy.
The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest. They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more.
Hawaii, Cuba.
Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's gonna be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same.
Communism in the Soviet Union.
The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the
Jewish people a place to live.
Hopefully the Arabs won't
Oh,
mind.
no.
Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire.
Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey.
And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz
The
on the
Great
radio and go to
Depression
movies.
anytime.
The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. German fact featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model, and he's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they rape Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea, but he kills himself before they could explain it to him.
That's World War II.
Bonus round, Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight. Finish him. Let's unite all the nations and have some
World peace.
Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
Sight, they both get angrier.
Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having
The
a friendly
Cold
debate over
War.
which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that.
Never
Phone call,
forget.
surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
Man, that video rocks, dude. I love that. So, yeah, that's... Man, that was quick. Like, I feel like I struggled to keep up, but I tried my best, and yeah, that video was really cool. It's like, man, in the great scheme of things, it's amazing just how, like, fast everything went, you know? Just like, it's like even, like, some of the greatest, like, empires and stuff were just a flash in the eye, like a flash, like, I don't know. But that was really fun. I really loved this video, and I plan on looking on the history of Japan next. So, yeah, I really loved that video. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.